I did it. I finally did it. You know, for an amateur, this ain't that bad. It's definitely good. Alright. Hey everyone, this is Glenn. I finally did it. I finally created my first ever 3D scene on Blender 3.0. So, yeah, I've been learning Blender over the last few months, and over the last half a month, let's say in February, I've been trying to post at least one 3D model or a 3D object, or let's say 3D icon on social media handles, especially Instagram, specifically Instagram and YouTube. So I would create a 3D icon or a 3D object every single day. At least I'll keep one hour aside just for the same. Now you might wonder, I'm trying to create more followers or more subscribers. Not that I'm against having more followers and subscribers. It would definitely help me tremendously with, you know, the positive feedback loop. Okay, I'm lost. But yeah, the idea was totally different. The idea was to make sure I post something every single day. That way I get to emphasize and become really good with the basics on using the Blender shortcuts and tools. I mean, let's just dive in. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this, and it's not scripted, but yeah. All right, so stage one, this is a 3D scene that I'm trying. So my plan is to block out the elements, each section, let's say the monitor, the CPU, the seat, the table. So I'm going to try blocking out the elements, and then I'll try building each one by one. It's going to be a long stretch, but hopefully for the viewers it's going to be a time lapse and a quick video. So alright, so we are in the initial stages. At the moment I have tried creating blocks to keep in place corresponding to the actual elements, which is shown here. So this is my rough sketch. Okay, so I'm super excited at the moment, and that's because I'm making steady progress. You know, looking back and to this point, being able to create a 3D scene, that's just so, I don't know the word, so rewarding. It looks so good, to be honest. I mean, there are better ones out there. There are really professional 3D designers and developers out there, but for me, for a complete beginner to be able to do this, now I've been looking forward to creating something like this for a long time. I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. So I started by blocking out the elements, and then I started giving details to each section of the elements, and I'm making steady progress. But it's coming along so far, and I want to savor this moment. First time being able to do this. I know it doesn't make sense when I talk like this, but it would be way more better if I can just show you how it is. Okay. Just look at that. Tell me if that isn't nice. Okay, just give me a second for the cycles to render. So that's the monitor. This is the old mobile, like one of the traditional ones. The stool The box, there are books inside. This is the CPU, the monitor, the trophy. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm adding the details now. You can see books in here. Yes, I'm adding the details now. Alright, I know this is going to sound very stupid. I forgot to save the entire file. All that hours of work went down the drain. Can't believe I was so stupid. I just saved the file. I was so overwhelmed and happy with the progress that I was making that I forgot to save the file. Really forgot. And what happened was Blender crashed. My laptop couldn't take the heat. It was like an oven and it just crashed all of a sudden while I was rendering, and I lost the entire progress. I'm disappointed in myself. Now I have to do everything from scratch again. That's fine, but it sucks to lose the progress that you made. I was so close to finishing the entire thing. Can't believe myself. Oh my god. I tried to recover the session. There was an option, but I don't think it works if it isn't saved in the first place. Forgot to save it. I forgot to save the entire progress. Okay, so I'm done doing everything from scratch again. Took a lot of time. I was not happy that I didn't save the file in the first place, but I've saved it again now. Okay, so I'm going to start giving them materials like colors and make them look much more pleasing. And that would be the final stage before I render the entire 3D scene. I did it. I finally did it. You know, for an amateur, this ain't that bad. It's definitely good. I'm really happy. In fact, I even had the idea to populate the given 3D design with all the other 3D icons I tried on a daily basis. Just put them in here. Like, it would be so sick to have everything I did in a single one. Maybe in the next video, maybe. This is so good. Creating this 3D scene, that's definitely a win. It's definitely a win. Now that I know how to do this, I'm super pumped on as to the next scenes that I can build. It's challenging, and that's the most fun part. And my ultimate aim is to being able to create a 3D animation or a 3D story. And this is just a passion side project. All right. Now, but before that, you need separate milestones. My first milestone was to learn Blender and the basics. And initially it was really overwhelming. Let me be honest, completely be honest. It was really overwhelming in the beginning. But then gradually I started taking the pace. And as soon as I started creating at least one 3D icon or a model every single day and posting it on Instagram and also on YouTube, it kind of gave me a positive sense of confidence. In fact, oh my god, if you can see, This is the 3D scene that I tried creating, all right? So, but yeah, quick insights. Now, based on the progress I made so far, especially with Blender, one must realize that you cannot right away dive into something totally new and expect to come off with something really miraculous. You have to put in the effort. You have to learn the domain, you have to learn the basics, you need to learn the physics behind it. Especially when it comes to Blender, you have the light, you have the shadow, you have the depth. So there are like many other things and variables that goes into a given domain. So learning any new domain takes time. Put on milestones. That's what I did. I want to learn the basics first, and then I went on to creating 3D icons and posting them on social media handles. Now this helped me in two ways. One, it gave me the most valuable feedbacks, even though the amount of viewers are really low, like let's say 40 or 50, I guess. And those are my close friends. Yeah, I have friends. Glenn, you have friends. Yeah. So the views matters basically when they give you very valuable feedbacks. They'll tell you, Glenn, this light is off. There's something about it that doesn't look nice. Okay, so the feedbacks matters. So that way it gives you feedback. The second reason, it kind of forces you forces you to do better the next time. All right. So by consistently posting every single day over the past half a month, I should tell you, I kind of feel much more better about myself. I feel way more confident being able to use the shortcuts because now I have the muscle memory. Yeah, and that's a very key important part. And by doing each 3D icon or a 3D model over the course of the time, I would try emphasizing on trying a new set of style or trying a new set of design or trying to create a new set of object, because each one has its own identity and its own shapes. So you need to take it as a challenge and think it through. So basically you're challenging yourself every single day. Now it doesn't take a hell lot of hours. It just takes around 1 hour, maybe half an hour, right? And I would just do the screen recording at the same time. That would save me another half hour. So yeah, in 1.5 hours, I would have an Insta post ready as well as a YouTube time lapse ready. Now I'll post this online, and very often I get feedbacks from my close friends, but it kind of helped me to improve, right? The second thing, never throw away your initial design. Keep it aside. You can refine on it, you can watch what went wrong with it. It helps you a lot. To be honest, it helps you really a lot. Even with this 3D scene, my first 3D scene was trying to create an ATM capsule, and it failed miserably. The lighting was off, the shadow, the depth, the color palette. It was so bad. And what made it even worse was because when I started creating it, I was super excited. I thought I will pull it off. I felt like this is the one that I'm gonna make, but it was not. But I'm happy I did that, because since I failed in that one, I had a more drive to do this one much better. And for an amateur, it ain't that bad. It's really good. What's next? Well, at the moment, I have just been adding colors into the given 3D icons and 3D objects. I want to start learning to paint them with actual material. Let's say if it's wood, I want the wood finish. If it's marble, I want a marble finish. And I need the objects to look more real. So that's my next aim. I need to learn that. So now that I've done the 3D scene, I'll try to create more 3D scenes. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm on fire. I'm really on fire now.